I'm Amanda Olson from Intimate Rows, and this is a continued pelvic floor and core stability progression for engaging the pelvic floor and abdominal muscles in coordination with the lateral hip rotators for return to running or other dynamic sports. This first one is called Mouse House. And for this one, you're going to want to use a pillow, but if you don't have a pillow close by, you can always cradle your head with your arm. You'll begin laying on your side with head on the pillow, arm tucked under here so that it's right grazing your rib cage. The bottom leg is going to be bent and the top leg will be straight. From here, you're going to inhale, relax, exhale. You're going to engage the pelvic floor, and then you're going to push the bottom heel down into the floor, and you're going to use that to create a little leverage to lift your rib cage up and off of the ground and then set it back down. As you can see, this is a very small movement. This is not like a big earth-shattering lift. It's very, very small, but the whole point is to engage the lateral rotators in the hip in coordination with the pelvic floor. So you'll do 10 on each side. I'm gonna clear my arm out of the way so that you can see what it looks like. If you're cradling your head up here, it's a little bit harder because you have less stability under the rib cage to help with the lift. But from here, I'm engaging the pelvic floor, pushing down with my lateral malleolus, so the outside of my ankle down into the table, or down into the floor rather, to create just a tiny little lift, and then set it back down. The next two exercises are standing. The first one is the standing bug squish. And this exercise is aimed at pairing pelvic floor with the lateral rotators and getting a little bit of input from the ground with the foot in a closed chain weight bearing position. So what you'll do is bring the knee slightly bent and place most of the weight through the standing leg, but a little bit through the ball. So about 50% through the ball of the foot here. You'll engage pelvic floor and the abdominal muscles, press through the toe and rotate the knee out to the side, and then bring it back up. Pressing down, engage the pelvic floor, rotate the knee, then bring it back up. And you can bring the foot out to the side a little bit more if your hip capsule is feeling a little bit tight, in order to get a little bit more clearance for the external rotation. You'll do 10 on each side. The next one is a modified warrior. We're going to go through several different exercises within one exercise. So you'll do each of these on each leg, but the front leg will be bent and the back leg will be straight with the hips pointed forward. You're going to flex at the trunk, coming forward about 15 degrees. Arms are going to go overhead. You're going to keep the pelvic floor and the core engaged. Press weight through the front leg and slowly bring the back leg up and then bring it back down. So the front leg is getting a lot of work and the back leg is getting a lot of practice with control, driving the knee forward. You'll go nice and slow for 10 and then do the same thing on the other side. Then you'll put a little bit more pressure through, put the foot flat back on the ground, and bring the back arm, so opposite arm down, and then bring it back up. So we're practicing maintaining core control with leg and arm movement. So adding some slow, progressive arm swing down and through for 10. Then we'll practice speeding it up. So we're going to add a little bit of speed to it. Contract the pelvic floor, contract the core. Practice driving the hip through quickly and try to go as fast as you can without breaking form. Likewise with the arm. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Do it until you fatigue. So if that's a minute, great. So working on being able to activate quickly for a longer period of time. Next, we'll pair opposite arm, opposite leg. So the arm and the leg will come down and then bring it back up. And then you'll practice going faster. Do it for a minute if you can, and then switch and do the same thing on the other side.